gonna turn on the sound. And start with all the symbols. So our main priority is that. Okay. Now I want a watch list here. Damn. So here, let me prepare a chart first, and then we look at ICICI Pruly. ICICI Pruly. It's already gone up too much, you know. कल या परसों हमने ट्राई किया था इसको बाय करने का 1 hour में. It was here. Then it suits up in a 1 hour time frame. So breakout of this contraction, then it blasted. So right now there is no opportunity in Pruly. Maybe yeah, broke out a new high, but right now no opportunity. And never try to chase the price. Let's start with our watch list, RT drugs. See this expansion and contraction. वॉलेटिलिटी यहाँ पे एकदम टाइट हो गई है. अभी यहाँ से अगर जो बाउंस आया है, यहाँ से अगर बाउंस होता है तो फिर वॉलेटिलिटी वापस एक्सपांड करेगी ईदर साइड. वी डोंट नो वेदर इट गोइंग टू गो अप और गो डाउन, बट आवर मेन फोकस क्या रहता है कि हमें ट्रेंड की दिशा में ही, ट्रेंड के फेवर में ही ट्रेड करना है. तो हम ज़्यादातर यही सोचेंगे कि ये जो ग्रीन बॉलिंजर बैंड है, तो बॉलिंजर बैंड को मैंने क्रिएट किया हुआ है जो मल्टीपल ट्रेंड लाइन से बना हुआ है. अगर 20, 50, 200 दोनों सब EMAs एक के ऊपर एक होंगे स्टैक पॉजिटिव, देन दिस शोज ग्रीन. अगर ये स्टैक पॉजिटिव नहीं होंगे या मिक्सअप होंगे तो ग्रे हो जाएगा, और अगर नेगेटिव रहा तो वो रेड दिखाएगा. लाइक दिस, यू नो, नेगेटिव हुआ तो. ये सारी EMAs से बनाया हुआ है. सारी EMAs मतलब 8, 13, 8, 21, 34, 55, all Fibonacci number, 89. Those are the EMAs I'm using with this. So bullish move, then impulse correction, and then I'm waiting for another impulse to go in the direction of the trend in an impulse move. So I'm keeping this in a RT drug in a watch list. Let's look at about India. This is look constructive, like a tight range here, and about India trying to break, but EMAs are not stacked properly, so waves not matching with the this contraction, tight range, and I'm gonna let it go. then AB capital, nothing. There is something, but the range is too big here. ACC, the range is too big. I need a tight range to take small positions or a large position, so my tight stop loss will be tight and I get maximum return. But right now this range is big. I will wait for some kind of correction or sideways move, then I will think of the buying. ACC not in a way. See Adani आफ्टर ये एक्सपांशन के बाद वापस यहाँ पे टाइट रेंज हो गई थी, देन अगेन इट ब्लास्टेड. Wanted to enter here, but this stop loss was too far. Stop loss was around 9-10% stop loss, so I let it go. Next one, Adani ports, nothing there. Adani transmission, nothing there. Nothing. See, first of all I need a tight range. These red dots and yellow dots are the tight range, the TTM squeeze indicator, that when you get squeeze in a Bollinger Band and a Keltner channel, then you will find this red dots. So if there is a red dot, the wave is bullish, all the EMS stack positive, then we will look for buying opportunities. Ambuja Cement looks good. Wave is bullish, weekly bullish, daily bullish, so I will add this one in a watch list. Let's move to another one. Yes, when there is a tight range, when Bollinger Band squeeze, when you find a Bollinger Band squeeze, then you will find some kind of pattern out there. We will look at the pattern. I won't show you all the patterns over here, but I'm just creating a watch list, and then pattern is created. When we draw the pattern, it means we are trying to create entry and exit point. So right now we are just creating watch list. Asian Paint, I can see Asian Paint 5 tight squeeze, Bollinger Band expansions, and contraction, like here, tight range. So I will add this one. Price is about the 20 EMA and even 20 SMA, 20 EMA and 8 EMA. It's about at 8 EMA as well, so I'm gonna add Asian Paint. It doesn't mean we're going to enter in that, but we are keep close eye on in a watch list, keep it on our watch list, so if anything happen to this, we will be ready to get enter into that trade like this. When you see, so we will be ready when it's breakout. Dusra, first of all we're looking at all the red dots. If there is a red dot, then we will look for all other possibilities. Okay, so here there is a red dots, Bank of India, but look at this move. It doesn't look like correction. It's fell too far. EMA not stacked. If I remove this Bollinger Band and if I use all these EMAs, then you will notice that if the trend is bullish or not. I just don't like too many lines, that's why I created that Bollinger Band. See, it's 200 above, 89, 80, 89 below 50, but all EMAs are not stacked properly. It's not positive, not clearly positive, so I'm gonna wait for this one, all the EMA to stack positively, then we'll look for any entries. But right now, aggressive trader take wide bounce because of this. I'm gonna break out of this range, and then it bounced and fell back again inside the trend line, so I'm gonna let it go. I'll wait for some other time, some another entry, but not right now, not ready for this time. Even if it's going to bounce, I don't care, I'm not in a trade. So So I'm gonna keep only Bollinger Band, and all EMAs are green and red. It's easy to visualize it. Let's now here look at this red dots. So now BEL, we have a squeeze, Bollinger Band squeeze here. Then we don't have EMA stack here, so Bollinger Band is not green. I'm gonna let it go. Even here Bharti Airtel, Bollinger Band tight squeeze there, but no green like this, not green Bollinger Band, so I'm gonna let it go. I will look at the Max Healthcare. Yes, there is a squeeze, tight squeeze there. And there is a ascending triangle there. But most probably it will, I think it might break to the downside. But as long everything is bullish, I want to stay bullish in this. If it breaks above this range, even if you look at today, अगर आज ही देखे तो ये नेगेटिव क्लोज हुआ है, और नेगेटिव कितना है, आई थिंक 3%, अराउंड 3%. तो अगर कल का ट्रेड आता तो 3% का स्टॉप लॉस आएगा इसके ऊपर. यहाँ पे तो हम एंट्री कर ही नहीं सकते, तो ब्रेकआउट पे ट्रेड होगा तो देन योर स्टॉप लॉस इज टू फार. सो आई थिंक अगर एक और दिन वेट करना पड़ेगा. If next candle is bullish, and then green or any color you use, if the candle is bullish, then we will wait for the major breakout after this. Let's go. Do we have any higher move on this? This is the highest. Okay. So not even a 52 weeks. This is a new counting on Max Healthcare. So okay. So if it breaks, I want to wait one more day. So if next day is bullish, then I will look for the entry possibilities. Okay. Till then, nothing. Where we were. Okay. Asian Paint ready. Then. Another one is Bank of India. We already seen that trend is not bullish, so we're gonna wait for some time for that. Another BEL, no green line. Same with Bharti Airtel. Same is CESC. Trend is not there. It's sideways, completely sideways move, chopping out. So gonna let it go. Another one is not like it's bearish. It break out, but it pull back completely. So luckily we are not in. Another one is Conquer. You see all this red dot, and we have this green Bollinger Band as well. But problem is last 2 days it's falling. We need green candle, we need bullish momentum before we enter into this trade. If we take trade tomorrow on a breakout, then our stop loss would be like 7%, and that is too high. 7% stop loss is too high, so we need to wait. Next one, City Union Bank. We have a squeeze, but no, all EM is not stack positive, so let it go. We have squeeze, but no EMA stack, and price is below the 20 SMA, so no trade. Same with Dalmia Bharat. We have squeeze there, Bollinger Band squeeze, and we have green Bollinger Band. That means bullish trend. So we're gonna add this Dalmia Bharat in our watch list. sorry, and DB slab. So this move after this tight range, DB slab move, Bollinger Band squeeze here, and then everything is green, trend is green, we have squeeze, and we continue, we get a trend continuation after that. Till I have nothing. Avenue supermarket, we have DMart squeeze there, but Bollinger Band is not green, so we're gonna wait. And even the price is at 20 SMA support, looks good, but I have to wait for this range to break out. So nothing there right now, nothing for tomorrow though. Edelweiss, nothing. Imami falling. Okay, so here Aris Life Science, we have a squeeze, but price is falling. Before we had this green all EMS stack positive, but now it's gray, so there is no trend. It means EMS are not stack positive, and the price is falling as well to its support zone. So Aris, we not going to add this for tomorrow. It's not, because price is below the 20 SMA. We have a squeeze in Gale. As I said earlier, we had a squeeze, but you know, bowling, if you look at a weekly time frame, we have the squeeze in a weekly as well. But I want one more week this tight range, and then I want to enter in the daily time frame. If we get 1 week choppiness in this, I mean few more days sideways move, then I want to enter into the Gale, because right now इसमें स्टॉप लॉस बहुत ही दूर है. एंटर यहाँ पे करते हैं तो फिर भी स्टॉप लॉस हमारा हो जाएगा आई थिंक अराउंड 12%. दैट इज़ ह्यूज स्टॉप लॉस. सो अगर ये साइडवे मूव करता है तो Gale आई एम गोना ऐड इनटू द वॉच लिस्ट, बट आई विल वेट फॉर sideway move before I take entry in the Gale. GICRE was in a list as well. It did broke out today, but pulled back again because market fell. Complete pin bar. Same with the Mindtree as well. Mindtree has a pin bar. Same. Glenmark, nothing there. We have squeeze, Bollinger Band squeeze, but no trend here, so let it go. Squeeze breaking to the downside. Squeeze is breaking to the downside, so we are not taking this industry into the watch list. We have a Havel squeeze there, but if you look at the price, is below the 20 SMA, and it's trending to the downside. We have momentum opening to the downside as well, all these red bars, histogram, and that means price is falling. If it breaks this low, then we have more chances to the downside. I'm not going to short anything right now, but because overall Havells is bullish, but right now it's below the 20, so no trade for me in a Havells. HDFC has a squeeze, but it's breaking to the downside. No green or red EMA, so EMA not stack positive or negative, so I'm gonna let it go. Same here, HDFC Asset Management, trend is below the 20 SMA, that means bearish in a daily time frame. Weekly, it's a sideways move. We had a weekly squeeze as well, and it's breaking to the downside. So even if a daily time frame, the squeeze has fired up from here because of the breakout of this range, and fire to the downside. Squeeze is firing to the downside, so possible short entry on the HDFC AMC if anyone is interested in that. Squeeze there, but no trend. Same with HDFC Live, squeeze there, no trend, and almost firing to the downside. Momentum is increasing to the downside. Price is below the 20 SMA. Hindalco, we have a squeeze, but I just need to wait few more days. Uh, 52-week high, it recently done the 52-week high and breakout, and it's failed, false breakout. So I'm gonna wait for another opportunity to get long into the Hindalco industry. I might not get the possibilities tomorrow, so I'm not going to add that in a watch list. Hinpatro, yes, positive, but EMA not stacked positively. And even if we look at the weekly time frame, Hinpatro is it's a sideways move right now, no trend. Overall bearish, overall bearish view, and I'm not going to add this because weekly down, weekly sideways, or weekly down, we are not going to add into the daily time frame. Just give me a second. Hinpatro is done, and Hindustan Unilever, we have a squeeze, need to wait few more days because this range is too big. We see the impulse and correction, but this correction range is too big. I need to wait few more days, and price is below or around the 20 SMA, and then I cannot take that trade. So I need to wait few more days for this. Nothing there, nothing. ICICI Lombard, we are squeezed there, but momentum is firing to the downside in a GI, ICICI GI. Daily it's trying, the momentum is picking up, but there is no trend in a Bollinger Band, so I'm gonna let it go. IGL, we have a squeeze but no trend, and even price भी 20 SMA के नीचे है, तो no trend, not adding into the watch list. Indigo, Bollinger Band squeeze there, but no trend, pass. Bollinger Band squeeze, Indus Tower, we have squeeze, we have green, almost flat or green, you can say, the Indus Tower, the impulse correction. This is very huge, longer than expected correction. So once it fire, this will be big. So I'm gonna keep close watching Indus Tower. If it fire to the upside, we can see the new wave to the upside. New wave starting to the upside. So I'm gonna keep close eye on this tower. Let's add into the watch list. We have nothing there in Fee, IOC, IPCA Lab. Nothing. We don't have squeeze, we don't have tight range. We have a tight range in Jubilant Food, but price is below 20 SMA, no trade to the bullish side. Same with Kotak Mahindra Bank, bearish, price is below the 20 SMA, no trade. Squeeze in Lupin, we have a squeeze in Lupin, and EMS tagged. EMS tag positively, yes, but range is big. Range is big, so we can add into the list as well. Lupin, We will wait for the confirmation to get into the trade. Marico squeeze was fired. You see the squeeze here? We have a squeeze and it fired to the upside after the earning report. Squeeze in max MFSL. We had a trade on MFSL before the squeeze was fired. Right now it's in a sideway and we wait for the another move to the upside. We had a divergence over here and a breakout of this trend and this downtrend, and we had a bit divergence over here, triple bottom thing, and it fired to the upside. MGL, we have a Bollinger Band squeeze, lekin there is no trend. SMA is pointing downward. Mindtree squeeze is possible. Mindtree, we are in Mindtree, waiting for squeeze to fire to the upside. Momentum to the downside is fading away. You see all this red. Instead of red, we can see this yellow bars. So once it's fired to the upside, we can see the large amount to the upside in a Mindtree. So I'm gonna add Mindtree. If I get more opportunity, I will add into the Mindtree position. Motherson Sumi, we have TTM squeeze, we have squeeze, Bollinger Band squeeze, then all EMS stack positive. Just wait for the confirmations to get into the trade. It might go back to touch the all-time high, so I'm gonna keep, because it's near around 25% the all-time high, so this is very good opportunity to go long. If we get any opportunity in the Motherson Sumi, then 20%. If we hold a bit longer, then 20% is possible. Okay, we added that. Emphasis, Bollinger Band squeeze there. We have EMS stack, so I'm gonna add that emphasis. Squeeze, trend down, no entry, squeeze, breaking to the downside. All this ये जो भी डाउन ट्रेंड वाले हैं वो सब आप पी बाई करके कर सकते हो, मतलब short side you can play that, but as long as Nifty is bullish, I'm not going to, I mean bullish, I mean weekly bullish, I'm not going to take any trade to the downside. NISCL squeeze है, Bollinger Band price is about a 20, but Bollinger Band green नहीं, MS stack नहीं है, so I'm gonna let it go. We have a huge gap over here. It might come back and fill this gap. There is a possibility it might come back and fill this gap. Nifty still playing inside this range. Nothing is happening here. This. If I copy this and paste it here, the perfect range. Zigzag. सो निफ्टी ये देख रहे हैं अपना, निफ्टी भी रेंज में है, स्क्वीज हो रहा है, लेकिन देयर इज़ नो ट्रेंड एंड प्राइस इज कीप फॉलिंग बिलो द 20 SMA. So till then, unless until it break to the upside, we won't see any bullish momentum coming to the stock market. We need this range to break. ये range break करना ही होगा अगर निफ्टी को bullish trend वापस कंटिन्यू करना है तो. This is larger than expected range. Let's see something else. NMDC, nothing. OFSS, remember we entered over here and took entry at 3600 was exit for me. 3600 was an exit here. I exited 3600. Okay, ONGC squeeze there. We have bullish Bollinger Band EMS stack, but only problem with ONGC is look at the trend, super bearish trend in a weekly. So every time it will push up, the market, the bear will take control and push it down. So even if it looks good in a daily, I'm not 100% sure that I will take ONGC. I will add into the watch list, but I probably will not take any trade on ONGC as I'm very conservative trader. Page industry price fall below the 20 SMA. There is a squeeze, but no matter. Then we have a squeeze Procter PGHL, but trend is down. Need to be hurry, need to finish it quickly. I will check all the stocks once I finish this list. We have a squeeze in Rupa, but trend is down. Now it's falling to the down, so I'm gonna remove this from my list. Okay, Rupa is done. We have RT. Reliance down. Sale is here, sale super bullish. See, after this squeeze, we fired long. SBI Life hit our target after this squeeze. We had a weekly squeeze, weekly tight range, and wanted to enter there, and it hit our target. So no point keeping this now anymore. Let it run. SBIN. Siemens have a bullish. Siemens. Okay. Bollinger Band tight range, momentum expanding, momentum increasing, EMS tag positively, all green. So we have a chance in this. Let's see if we get any chance in Siemens tomorrow. Okay, I did. SKF India hit our target, exactly on our target, and it fell. Wow, bang on target. So see, we had a squeeze there, tight squeeze, then range and breakout. Done. So I'm gonna delete this SKF, but we still have a squeeze continuation. So SKF squeeze not fired yet. SRF, we had a 1 hour squeeze in SRF here. It fired, but we missed it. It's early in the morning. Nothing there. Tata Motor squeeze, but price is below 20 SMA. Nothing. So USD INR at 73.80 now. I was expecting it to fall down to this 60 zone, because double hammer. You can see the double hammer, bearish hammer here, one bearish and slightly that big wick here, rejection, and then prices started to fall. So जैसा मैंने पहले भी बताया कि जब भी अगर यहाँ पे देखेंगे तो थोड़ा सा डाइवर्जेंस भी है, डबल टॉप थिंग, here double top, neckline break, and you go short. Now it's on support. Here it's on a support zone. जैसे मैंने पहले भी बोला, जब भी ये 20 EMA से काफ़ी दूर जाएगा तो वापस it will try to come back to its mean. Every time you look at the 20 far away from 20 EMA back, far away from 20 my back, far away from 20 back. No matter how far it is, it will come back. You just need to spot that. You need to time it right. Baroque, nothing. Whirlpool, we have squeeze, but trend is down. EMA is not stack positive, so even a weekly, you can see in a weekly the price is below the 20 SMA. So no trade. Whirlpool, Wipro, you can see this huge wick. I exited at 511 and the high was 511.80. Wow, that was power of Fibonacci. Then Yes Bank and nothing. All Nifty 100 stocks done. There is few list we created over here. I'm going to keep close eye on this. Why it's not updated? Okay, yeah. Right. Okay, so we have alert on Gale because volume is rising. GICRE volume was high. SKF volume was high. Alert there. Okay, so now what you want to check? Fortis. So Fortis with a tight range, Bollinger Band squeeze, everything was perfect. Is the fundamental increasing because थोड़े समय पहले भाइयों के बीच कुछ लड़ाई हो रही थी, वही कंपनी है ना ये? I think it is. So from negative in your learning, it back to the positive earning. Okay. So weekly is bullish, monthly is bullish, so you can go long on this, but you see the rejection over here. Let's set stochastic. If you can find some divergence, maybe there is some divergence. The first fall was here. There was a divergence and fell back. Again we are getting a divergence here. It's a big divergence. So I'm gonna stay away from this. Fortis. Stay away from the Fortis for right now. If it break this trend, then I will see the larger move to the downside because of this divergence. Even if we check, it gone up, but momentum is still bearish. Momentum is still bearish. So this divergence can create a larger move to the downside. So stay away from the Fortis. Okay. Vedanta. Ooh, nice daily, but no squeeze, and the squeeze was fired. The squeeze was here once. It fired up, then break to the downside, and again it pulled up. So right now there is no tight range. If you want to scalp it, then probably you might have a chance. Yes, in a 1 hour or 30 minutes you have a chance scalping. Yes, you have. See this flag, but it already fired. No chance. It's already up. Scalping, this is a big difference. If you are thinking about a scalping, that 4-5 rupees is a 2% gap. So it's already fired. Vedanta. IRCTC. Nice, but only for scalping. IRCTC scalping. This impulse correction in a 4 hour, impulse after correction. If I go into the 1 hour time frame, the impulse correction, we have a tight Bollinger Band squeeze. But you have to think about the current situation को भी देखना पड़ेगा. अगर ये कोरोना सिचुएशन ज़्यादा वर्स हुई तो ट्रेन ट्रेन काफ़ी बंद हो जाएगी मेरे ख्याल से। तो फंडामेंटली इसीलिए मैं इंडिगो को भी टच नहीं कर रहा हूँ, कोई भी डोमेस्टिक एयरलाइंस और कोई भी एयरलाइन कंपनी का शेयर्स मैं प्रीफर नहीं कर रहा हूँ अभी, क्योंकि कुछ भी हो सकता है। ज़्यादा स्ट्रॉन्ग मतलब लॉकडाउन कड़क कर लिया इन लोगों ने, तो इफ़ेक्ट होगा इस आईआरसीटीसी ट्रेन को भी इफ़ेक्ट होगा। तो I'm not preferring any trade in the IRCTC right now. But if you want to scalp this, then it's up to you. This looks good though. Only technical, completely technical basis, but fundamentally it's not supporting right now. Okay, so purely technical base, you can go break out of this. Stop loss below this 1750, and you can ride the bullish trend. Even a 30-minute we have a tight squeeze there, very tight range. Nice, I like this. But in the current situations when fundamental is not supporting, I have to be very careful. If you go for a smaller lot size, this tight range, you can even put your stop loss just below this. If it open positively, if it break below this, then cancel your trade size or any pending you have, cancel complete. If it break down, then this setup is invalid. Okay, you can have a tight stop loss, very tight. Nice range, but we can see some kind. Nah, I was thinking the divergence, but nah, there is no divergence. Okay, any more stock before I close? If you want to check any more stock, then before I wrap up. Mayur Unique, who's asking this? Mayur Unique. Did we miss it, or we took the trade in this? Did we take it? No, or missed it? We missed the squeeze, man. I think we missed it. Yeah, most probably. So right now there is no squeeze already fired, and no more trade in this. We wait for again. We will wait for the range like this. Impulse correction impulse. That is only we do. Impulse correction impulse. Right. So I'm gonna wait for again some kind of correction tight range, and then jump for it. Go for it. Right now nothing there, no tight range. This is I don't call this is the range. I generally prefer the higher time frame to match with the smaller time frame, but right now only this 1 hour time frame. I don't like this can easily, smaller time frame can easily reverse. Coal India, trend is down. Trend is weekly down, completely down. Forget it. I don't want to trade downtrending stocks. Never ever trade any downtrending stocks. Look at that. Even this bullish run, complete bullish runs, this is not moving to the upside. This is dead. Just forget it. Once it goes into the bullish trend, then we will look for the buying opportunity. Right now, as it is in a weekly bearish trend, even these people buying, selling too much, but I don't see any opportunity right now. I want to see the clear uptrend. Even RT, see the clear uptrend correction. If it break to the downside, I don't want to see this again. But if it breaks up, hello, I'm there. You won't go without me. This is only a one. Here ACC bullish trend. I'm in as long as it's bullish. I want to see it, but all this choppiness that I cannot take. I'm not getting any exact pivot point, like entry point pivot means. Maybe it was divergence in 30 minutes, but there might be a divergence, but that no, it's not a very volatile stock or not in a volume. So before it goes up, it will hit your stop loss before it goes up. So this is why we select Mayur here. And you see the weekly time frame, bullish. We get a range, tight range here, in a daily, and then we go. If you check the 30-minute, and where is the divergence? It's done already. If we check the 30-minute divergence, then it's done. Stochastic is almost oversold, overbought here. So it's a complete circle. The cycle is done here. Bearish, bullish, bearish. So if you enter now, it will be too late for this divergence. If any other technique, then is okay, but this divergence is done. For the divergence, you need to be entered on this breakout here, somewhere around here. Then you get this. We don't know if it's going to continue or if it will fall down, but this divergence was over. Means it confirmed once it's done in the cycle. EKC Everest Kanto, that's already gone too far away. No point looking at this. Now the correction phase is coming. मैंने बोला था जैसे 20 EMA से काफ़ी दूर चला गया, अभी वापस 20 EMA को SMA या 21 EMA को टच करने के लिए वापस आएगा. The main trade was today's my best trade was Excel Industry. This one. %20 circuit today. Couldn't मैं पोस्ट नहीं कर पाया क्योंकि जैसे ही मैंने लिया ये भागना शुरू हो गया और मैं एंट्री दे ही नहीं पाया इसके अंदर. लिखने गया तब तक तो भागना शुरू हो गया, तो बाद में एंट्री ही नहीं मिली इसके अंदर. This was the weekly trade. You see this weekly tight range, and today I was expecting it to break out, and it did. So मैं प्रीमियम में ये कॉल दे नहीं पाया, सॉरी. Okay, anything else? You can see I almost entered but didn't get orders. Never chase the price. I told you guys, and never listen, man. Never chase the price. Once it's gone, let it go. जो बहुत अच्छा दिखता है वो कभी कभी नुकसान करवाता है. Okay, yes. I mean, what was this? EKC, sorry. Chase and trap. Done. सारे पैसे जितने भी बनाए होंगे सारे गए. Only best possible entries here. Once it's done, you don't know when it's going to reverse, so stop chasing it. If this is impulse and now correction, then wait for the corrective zone and then you can enter for a next run. चेस प्राइस चेस करने में बहुत नुकसान हो जाता है. Yeah, I wanted to show you that like um, this was my plan for Excel industry. See this Excel industry, I was all prepared. And next slide, it was breaking out in a daily, so I took the entry here on the opening, and it started to bounce before I type anything. And now it's like this, 20% circuit. Okay, thanks everyone for watching. List is done. Scalping list I will prepare myself. Thank you everyone.